Orlan's an amazing garment. It's got a lot of different features. It's got these clips to keep you attached to the space station. It's got a full pressure chart on your wrist. It's got a mirror so you can look at all of the instruments that you have on your chest. It's an amazing, protective, one-person spaceship, and all of the equipment that keeps you alive is attached to you. And your task is just a quick, very intense 20 minutes. You'll have 3 main parts to it. But if you make a mistake on a spacewalk, there's no one can rescue you. If you float off into space, it's life or death. We didn't choose 20 minutes randomly. When we did the claustrophobia test, we deliberately put them in an environment with no ability to keep track of time, but somehow having to internally decide when 20 minutes had passed. When you're out on a spacewalk, you can't be wearing a wristwatch. You have to have sort of an internal metronome and sort of have a sense of when 20 minutes goes by.
كل اثنين راح تكونون في نفس الفريق لأداء المهمة. أولاً مشاعل بتكونين مع بدر، محمد دهلي مع محمد عباس، رنا ونزار. ملاحظة أخيرة، ممنوع التحرك منعاً باتا من دون توصيلكم بالمركبة. مستعدين؟ أنتوا قدها.
In this challenge, we're going to put them inside a spacesuit, inside an Orlan. Then they have to open up a hatch, as if they were opening up the airlock that was going to take them out to space. And then they have to pick up a little experiment simulator. They have to take this little experiment and move it along a long slide wire, and then attach it to a new location, and finally finish with a move to a final end point. It's a complicated, multi-step process. It's going to demand things and stress our candidates like they've never seen. The only way to get to space is obviously aboard a rocket ship, and the only way for a rocket ship to work is to jam its way up through the atmosphere, to have a motor run in the back, and we need to be ready for it. How do you train an astronaut to be ready for that long, continuous weight on their body? And one of the best simulators we have is a centrifuge, a little cockpit on the end of a big arm spinning around and around and around, crushing you in your seat with exactly the right amount of force as if you were riding the rocket ship.
السرعة راح تزداد تدريجياً للوصول ل4.5 مرات أكثر من قوة الجاذبية العادية المعروفة ب 4.5G، وهذا اللي يخلي الدم ينزل أكثر نحو الأرجل، وبالتالي ينقص أكثر عن منطقة الرأس والدماغ، وهذا اللي يسبب حالة الإغماء.
It's easy to make a decision about a stranger. You can be sort of heartless and callous about it because you don't know that person. But we've been working with these candidates long enough now that we're actually really starting to get to know them. And so that makes the process of elimination more personal and therefore more difficult.